I was gonna say happy Monday, but it's Tuesday, I think. I don't know. I think it's Tuesday. Hi. We're gonna do a little Carter. Do a little warm-ups. A little warming up. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do the... Woo! I don't know which one I want to do. All right, we'll do the 4 over 3. Okay. A little warming up. For me, it's... Oh, it's late. Nice. Basically Wednesday. Well, I hope you had a good day. Good day here. It's kind of chilly. It snowed today. It's wild. It was like 90 this past weekend, and it snowed today. So, all right. So we're gonna do 4 over 3 with the feet and 16th notes. hard. Woo! Okay. Now that's weird. Playing the right's on the right and the left's over here. Okay, hold on. Hard. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Austin also? And Josh, hello. Josh, how are you doing? Oh, let's go. Austin, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Doing well today. I'm focused. I'll put it that way. I'm very determined. to to get more aware of what I'm playing. I'm doing good, Josh. Today was an outside day. I helped my dad. It's like springtime. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my dad has planted over probably over 100,000 trees at this point.
You hear that
A
snap?
ZB with 100. Oh my gosh! Thank you. The what's up? What's up? What's up? Was it? What's up? It's 80. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I love it. But every springtime, my dad usually plants trees. Like he puts like little saplings in like a pre-nursery, and then they get bigger, and then he transplants them all over the property. But yeah, since I was born, my dad's planted over 100,000 trees on his property. It's cool, it's wild, but it also sucks at the same time. It's a lot of work. So today we were digging up the trees that are ready to get transplanted into their forever homes. So yeah, busy day, but you got to do it in the springtime, right? Like before the heat comes. So you know it'll be this week. I think is going to be planting trees week. Any new kits recently? No. Soon. I'm still getting that Gretsch. I'm getting a Gretsch kit. I'm going to go to New York next month. I'm going to Pittsburgh to see Mark Juliana, and there's actually a kit I'm going to look at when I'm there at Hawthorne. There's a Gretsch bop kit there. But I'm tired. Oh, but I'm very excited to practice. I want to get it'll be a broadcaster bop kit. I want Cadillac green, but you know we'll see what happens if I come across a really pretty kit. There's possibly one at Good Hands Drum Shop in New York. So I'm gonna go. We'll go see. Jess says there's one there, so we'll see. But yeah, I was gonna go there, but he was at NAMM this past week, and he's just getting back. So I'm like, I won't bug him just yet, but I want to hop over to New York. But Josh, part of it is I just did my taxes last week, so I have no monies. I have monies, but you know. Just right after taxes, it's always just like I just want to sit in a corner, curl up in a ball and cry, you know, kind of moments. So maybe by May we'll recoup our, we'll recoup our funds, our drum set fund. But Teddy, hello, how are you doing? But yeah, today's the last day to mail taxes if you live in the U.S. Tax day used to be the 15th, but I think it was because it was on a Sunday this year, they extended it to the 18th. So I always wait till the last minute possible. I don't care. I filed last week. But I'm like, I'm not sending them my money until the last day, you know? Exactly. The government, yeah, they get their money. They'll get it. It's not like the government's not eating, right? If they don't have my tax money. So I hope everyone got their taxes done. I hope you got money back. And you can buy a new drum set or a new bass or some new studio monitors, Josh, right? They'll be fine, right? They'll be fine. Don't get me started. But yeah, a new drum set this year is on the docket, 100%. I know a couple people, Josh, because the wait list right now for a Gretsch kit it's about a year, maybe a little lower. Last I heard a scary number. I heard it was 17 months, but I'm like, it can't be that long. I think it's around 10 months to a year, depending on what you order. I don't want to wait that long, but if I want to get an actual Cadillac green kit, I know a couple stores that I follow, like Drum Center of Portsmouth, has a couple on order, so I'm kind of like hoping one will come in stock before then. So I haven't ordered one yet, just because I'm like, I don't want to order it and then one pops up and I'm like, dang it. So I'm gonna be calling around seeing what they have on order, and I'll probably claim it from whoever. Tax return equals new brakes. Until then, no brakes. Do you really need brakes? It's all in the gearing, right? You don't technically need brakes all the time. Such a long wait list. Yeah, for the Brooklyn Broadcaster and USA Custom Gretsch lines. Yeah, there's a wait list. It's been for a while. They're made. There's only like 20 people that work at the factory, but I mean it's all the Gretsch drums, all the USA Gretsch stuff comes from there. So Flintstone style, yeah. Vinny, what's up? How are you doing? It's always a pleasure. We're talking taxes. Did you get yours done? I've never asked for an extension. Has anyone ever done that? Does that work? Maybe I'll start doing that. And no reason, just because I just don't want to pay them. I haven't got money from doing my taxes in like 20 years. Ever since I became a drummer, independent contractor. I just take my stack of 1099s and I'm like, ugh, it sucks. I hate it. Plus royalties will get you too. I don't know who musicians here get royalties, but that's a hard pill to swallow, you know. I think you just pay them something when you apply for an extension. Oh, really? You have to. That would make sense. Like a penalty. I thought maybe you could just be like, "Can I have some more time?" But that would make sense. Like interest, I guess. Well, I don't want to talk about it. I said, why not? Don't think about it. I said, there's gotta be some good reason for your little backpack. Right? Pay some. Oh, you pay some of them? I pay. I just rip the Band-Aid off. Get it done all at once, because you could do it quarterly, you could pay throughout the year. I know there's different options, but I'm like, just take it. You know. Oh, I dread this time of year. I hate it so much, but we'll be all right. We'll be okay, right? I'm practicing out of Carter's book today. Josh, we've been doing some cool stuff the past couple of days. I've been feeling really confident in my playing ability until now. I just started this again, and now I'm like, I am the worst drummer in the world. The world. Was the first time I did it myself instead of a CPA. Really? How did that go? Are you just W-2s, or are you 1099? Are you a mixture? There's just my taxes between like what we own, you know, investments, the kids, deductions, having your own business, all that crap. I'm just like, I don't understand it. I'm like, all the 1099 stuff. I hate all that. And then state taxes, local taxes, we pay a little bit, but. It was painful to have fill out each year. The stock I sold. Oh, yeah. You know what sucks too? Was the capital gains. When we sold our house in California, capital gains tax. Because I was like, oh man, this is going to be amazing. This is great. And then I was like, oh, wait, what? It was the worst. Oh. It's not cool. That one hurt. That wasn't TurboTax that made it easier. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I go to our accountant does them, and it's like, that's even expensive. It's like $700 for our to get our taxes done. sucks. So I have to pay someone to pay money. They're really nice and they always do a great job. But I'm like, how much is it? And I get it. I give them like it's just all this crap. So they gotta, it takes them like 4 hours, 5 hours, I'm sure, to do them. Anyways, that's enough old man complaining about the government. I'm so Ron Swanson. I just like, it's happening. I need bacon and eggs, and I want to go out for steak tonight. And have scotch and watch Bridge Over the River Kwai. In my leather chair. That's what I want. But we had summer for 3 days, and now we're back. Yeah, it snowed here today, Vinny. It's crazy. It snowed, and it was 90 last weekend. Isn't that wild? It's supposed to be hot again this weekend. Be a scam. Even politicians want the IRS gone because they already have our info to auto do it. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh. What bothers me, Sky, hi, is the unknown of it every year. I never, you can prepare for it, I suppose, but with what I do, my earnings fluctuate, right? Year to year. Not fluctuate a lot, but it's like, some years I make more, some years I make less, because it's just the industry and work and all that. And so it's really hard to gauge what I'm going to have to pay sometimes, even though you can put in formulas and all that. But even on equipment that I buy, I deduct all that and depreciate certain things. But it's you can never really. I just know I'm gonna owe money, but I never know how bad it's gonna be, and it's always worst case. I'm always like, oh, it won't be that bad. And then I'm like, oh, it's that bad. Oh. So, yeah, it just sucks. But if you own a small business, if you are a self-employed, entity, sole proprietor or whatever, I mean, that's just part of it. It's just part of it. You got to keep aside money, for that, to pay the thing, to do the stuff. But certain times it's almost like, man, if I made less, I might have got more back or not to pay as much, right? So it's almost like this weird thing. The more you make, the more you pay. And it's kind of it kind of sucks, You're like, man, I don't think I want to make that much money next year. It's hard. And then what I have to do is I have to gauge every year how much to spend towards the business, right? Because you can operate at a loss for so long. I think it's 2-3 years, and then they're kind of like, hey, what's going on? You're losing all this money. I haven't reported a loss in a long time. It's been a long time. We've been pretty good. So big purchases, especially with the recording studio coming up, if I buy a big console or something, it won't flag an audit or something. They'll be like, whoa, what's going on here? They expect companies to have losses and stuff. So preparing for, to offset the cost of taxes, because I'd rather reinvest into my business throughout the year than write a check to the government. So it's how much do I spend into the business without a loss? Do we have that extra capital to invest? It's hard. It really is. But yeah, it's just different in the unknown of it. That's what sucks. If I knew what it was going to be every year and they were like, just do this every year, I'd be like, okay, all right, that's fine. I'm cool. But it's just, you never know what it's going to be. And the tax laws and everything change year to year. So you're like, it could be something completely different, Vent and try to do better next year. I got to spend more money, right? I just wanted to be in enough money not to think about bills and taxes. And what I've learned, Sky, and from people that I know who are way more to do, way more better off than me, they still worry about money. It's just a different level of worrying about bills and stuff. You know, you're always going to be. It's just a thing. You know, some of like the most wealthiest people in the world, I'm sure, are still, you know, dealing with that kind of stuff. So try not to think about it. Exactly. Um, so yeah, I was starting to warm up with this Carter McLean's book. We were doing a lot of paradiddle things yesterday, with playing. I put the metronome at 60, and then I tried to keep. I played paradiddles all throughout different subdivisions. So we did eighth note triplets, 16th triplets, and then 32nd notes. And it went really good. It was I was doing them between feet and all kinds of stuff. It was a good day yesterday. Today I kind of want to do something similar to that, but I'm at 80. Well, I'm at 84. I want 80. We're at 80, and I'm gonna warm up with this because I'm trying, like in the title of the stream today says awareness, like playing all this stuff. Usually I can play stuff, but like the tension comes in and I'm like, I'm tight, you know, when you're playing it. So being relaxed and like really being aware of like exactly what every arm, finger, leg, and everything is doing. So I'm playing things, and you might see me zone out because I'm just really trying to like go, okay, that feels good. All right, now I can focus on what's my left elbow doing. The weirdest things. But that's what I'm trying to do over this week. And we started with like the Hertz stuff and some of the jazz things. But all this stuff that we've been doing the past couple months is really starting to come together. And I know it sounds, you're like, well, it's taking you long enough, Dan. But it's true. It's like some of these new concepts have really been rough. But now they're starting to, I'm not going to say easier. I'm more comfortable with them. So I can pay more attention to what's really happening when I'm playing some of these harder things or some of these newer things. So yeah, we're on Carter's book. We're on 5. So we're accenting every 5 notes. One da 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 while doing 4/3. Right? So steady wins the race. Exactly. Race. I was actually talking with someone over the weekend about a career as a musician, and why people, like, longevity is always an issue with people. They usually get caught in a trend or a genre and they just stick with that forever, and then it eventually fades out. And you gotta change, you gotta work, you gotta try to get better, you gotta always chase. So yeah, it's a race that you're never gonna win, right? You're racing yourself. Constant, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I shall cheers that. My cup says hot coffee, right? But it's not hot. It's like lukewarm. But it is Tuesday. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. We'll get rolling. If you have questions, please ask. Chili Pepper, hello. My wife is making tacos currently. Doggo hair. And she was using chili powder before I came down here. So that's cool. Some coffee sounds great. Teddy, I drink a lot of coffee. Too much. Blink Vids from Coachella last weekend. I haven't, Constant. No. I'm going to see them in Vegas in October. But honestly, can I be real? I love that Norm. It's the best emote. He hates coffee and beanies. Pretty much guy, yeah. I hate it. I'm going to that like big festival in Vegas where it's like Blink, Green Day, like No Effects, like maybe not No Effects, but like Newfound Glory, all those old bands from like my high school days. We're gonna go see them, and I'm going with high school buddies, so that's gonna be more fun. But I know I love Blink. I love them. I love them. But I thought about looking on YouTube, but I was like, I kind of know what it already is. You know, and I know I'm a grump now. I'm just an old grump. So it'll be fun to see him live, but I don't know. I don't know if I could watch a Coachella performance of Blink. I don't know. I'd want to be there, I think. Then I would enjoy it more. Set your expectations low. Is it bad? Because that's the thing. Like, they're all great musicians, but, like, it's, you know, we've all moved on to other stuff. It's fun to go back, but I don't know. Sky, have a good one. Travis sounded great. That's cool. Yeah, he had his surgery. That's good to hear. That was some scary stuff. Rave, hi. Singers, what they used to be. Well, you got to think. They're 50, 50, I think now, something. I mean, it's hard being, you know, pretending to be 20 again and go up on stage and say like fart jokes. I couldn't do it. If I was in like, if any of my old bands came back and they were like, you know, fans wanted you to act like you did when you were, I'd be like, you know, this is stupid. Straight up. Couldn't do it. I'd just be like, oh my God, why are we doing this? But I understand it, and I'm going to go see him. I'm excited to see, like, to have a little nostalgia drip. But I don't know. All these, like, bands that come back after long breaks, you know, I don't know. They did sing What's My Age Again, and the crowd was hyped, though. Oh, yeah, I bet. What's crazy is, though, I mean, I've been to Coachella probably, like, 8 or 10 times. The crowd for Coachella is, like, I mean, like, high school, college. I'd say a majority of it. So, like, all those people going to see him, I mean, Enema of the State came out how long ago? Is it 25 years yet? No, it can't be that long. But, I mean, it's... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the Blink came out, like, before a lot of those people were born. Or a lot of those songs. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of, you know, I don't know, like going to see like a band your parents love that you think is cool because it's like old retro music. That's what all that music is now to a lot of the kids. Where like my generation's going to be like, yeah, that's real music, yeah. But it's interesting. Should we still have that Travis Barker energy, right? If I had to turn it on, I could turn it on, Rave. I could. But when I do that stuff now, when I play like that, I just feel silly. Because there's no need to act and drum like that. You know, Travis is Travis, but when the camera's rolling and all that, and he's on stage, he puts on a show. But I've seen Travis in the studio, and Travis just chilling, and Travis just, like, playing. He's not, like, going, you know, when he's in a room by himself practicing. So I get it. When you turn it on when you got to, but I don't know. I couldn't do it, I don't think. TikTok. Yeah, TikTok and stuff. Who's this dumb boomer? Yeah, see, everyone knows him, like, from the Kardashians now, you know? Where are you? It's like a completely different thing. Travis never talked back in the day. Like, ever. He never talked. Ever. The innovations he brought on the drums at that time were just insane for that genre. And he changed drumming so much. in the late 90s. Um, and now, like, I don't know. Like, he's a great drummer, but he's not, I don't know, known for that anymore. Like, people know he plays drums, but he's more known socially than I think musically. That's just me, though. Again, being an old dude. So I'm excited to go see him live, but I don't know if I could watch concert footage of it. I'd just be like, oh, come on, guys. Oh. But I'm glad Mark is healthy. I'm glad Tom and them all got back together because they never should have broke up. They're a great band. They do have just the way their voices work together. There's something about that. You know, they're a great band. But, yeah. Was that their first show back, pretty much? I'm trying to think. I think it is, right? That's a crazy show to come back to. Is Lars. I know it's supposed to be basement. Lars is great. Yeah, Lars is great. I watched Lars play on Jimmy Kimmel this past week. They were there like every night, and then I saw some Howard Stern stuff, I think, online. I watched a couple of clips. It's interesting because, you know, if you watch old Metallica, obviously he's younger, faster, stronger, whatever. But yeah, Lars is he still holds it down, but you can tell, like, I mean, they play for a long time. They play a couple hour sets. That's a lot. So I got a lot of respect for Lars. So much respect. Because I know people in their 20s that couldn't do that gig the way he does. You know, no way they could hold it down. You don't watch Stern, the man disgusts me. Yeah, I don't. I just watch clips of certain bands that pop up. Isn't he on like XM or something? XM radio? Or Sirius, something like that. One of those like satellite things. So I like his band interviews. He's a good interviewer, you know. But all right, we're gonna do it. Is Blink they're coming out with a new album, right? Have they released anything? I don't think they have. I don't think they've released anything new, but I know they recorded something. It'll be interesting to hear because the last album was It's released as really a single or the whole album? See, I'm out of the loop. I gotta check it out. Or are you talking Metallica? I know Metallica released something. Solid AF. Nice. All right. So we're gonna be doing accents of fives. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Ba 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 ba. Oh, okay, Metallica. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I knew Metallica did. It's like a baby cradle, right, or something, like a baby nursery bed like exploded or something. It's like, oh, okay, a little crazy. I don't know when the Blink album comes. I don't know when that drops, but all right. So 4/3. 1 and 2 and 8. And then we're playing fives as 16ths. Very hard. So it takes a 3-bar phrase. So 3 bars of 5/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Three measures. Okay. Rave, that's awesome. If you have questions, let me know. This stuff's tricky. It's very hard. But that's what I mean when you're doing it, being aware of what you're doing it. Being aware of what you're doing while you're doing it. Ugh, that's hard to say, but. That's very hard. Very hard. I'm gonna try playing some toms. While we're doing it. Try not to like go into overtone territory. Right, if I get too far away, it just starts to go. Whoa. JB, what's up? Hi, dude. Hello, hello, hello. Let's do sixes. Sixes aren't too bad. Sevens. All right, let's try doubles. James, what's up? Hello. Happy Tuesday. Being a big nerd. I'm being a bit of a nerd today, but loving it. All right, I guess I could turn my phone off. I guess we don't need it to be like on, right? As long as the clicking is clicking. Okay. So now diddles, or same notes, but instead of going dot 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 dot, you were doing doubles. Dot 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 dot. So we'll start with the 4/3. We'll do 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, all the way up to 8s. Great info. Did you find a good Chicago-style pizza place? That's the info I need right now. A good close to home. You know what I'm saying? But let me know, James. So rocky. That's so bad. Oh, James, that's good. That's really good. Stephen Clark. Is that Steven's Drum Shed, dude? Is that who that is? Where'd my phone go? Oh, I'm using it. If that's who you're talking about, is he a Nashville dude? He's from Nashville. He's got a beard. He's a good dude. If it's that guy, I like that guy. He seems nice. James, another place you should check out if you really get into it. Mike'sLessons.com is really good. You should check out his YouTube page, Mike's Lessons. It's Mike Johnston is his name. He's a good cat, good dude. But yeah, there's some good people on the YouTubes in the drumming world, which we're very lucky. We're very, very lucky. You know, but that was sloppy. I'm playing, essentially it needs to be diddles, but accent the first note, right? a circus, right? That's not happening. Quick question. What's the rule of thumb on practicing with did you type in what you needed, James? Or did it break it off? I have Lord of the Rings in my head. Practicing with a metronome, if you don't mind me asking. Rule of thumb on practicing metronome? Not really any rules. Don't go too fast too soon, I would say. But yeah, make sure you're practicing, you're paying attention to the click. I know that sounds silly, but a lot of times people put metronome on or put metronomes on and then they just like, they're not really paying attention. You know, they're like doing their own thing and the metronome's like, hey bro, what are you doing? Just be really aware of what you're playing with the metronome, you know. But I don't know if I could do 5 split across toms. Summer, what's up? Oh, practice going well. Just practice 5-7. Oh, it's so hard. I just did 5s as diddles. Oh, we're on 6s right now, and we'll go to 7s again. But hi, thank you. 3 months. That's so nice. So nice. I hope you're well. How did your practice go, though? Is your brain fried? You're probably like, no more. I can't listen to this. Right? Yeah, James, yeah. Practice both, you know. If you're just starting out with drums, practice to a metronome more than not, I would say. As you get better, you know, practice on your own internal clock too, you know. They're both beneficial. Both beneficial. But yeah, I'm done. You're like, yeah, done. I hear you. Oh. Yeah, we're doing Carter's book, Concepts and Creativity by Carter McLean. And we're doing doubles, moving, yeah, all the accents. And 4/3 with the feet, right? So, so we're on 6s right now with the hands. try fives on the ride. So hard. All right, sevens. Tom, what's up? Is this a jazz drum practice? Not yet. It's just independence, kind of being aware of stick heights and where I'm hitting on the drums. I'm trying not to get too overtony. Trying to keep it in the middle. But Tom, I hope you're well. We gotta do eights. So that was sevens as diddles. Here's eights, maybe. James, I love the questions. I love it. The point, one thing to think about really quick. Go off supper, but when you're working on all this stuff, right? When you get into drumming and you really get into it. There's a point where you can overthink stuff, to the point where it can, don't work with the metronome, work without the metronome. But try not to overthink things too much. You want it to be natural. For a quick lesson on fulcrum holding a lick when you're holding, yeah. Using the pinky ring and middle finger to mainly hold the stick with such. Yeah, for real. Let's go, Tom. Love it. Yeah, the stick wants to do all the work. So if you let the fingers just do the thing, get out of the way, right? And help spring it around. That's what I'm trying to do right now with my left hand. My left hand, I'm choking a little too much, so it's like I'm doing these weird things. So I'm trying to really let the stick do the stuff. Well, that's good to hear, Tom. Let's go. All right, let's do eights. Finish that up, and then we'll move on. But I wanted to get this in today. We got some stuff to do. playing, see how my hand, they drift. And you can hear that. I want to hit in the middle, not the edge. But you hear that drift, all of a sudden it's like, wow. The overtones sound like Axl Rose, you know? It's all like, sweet November rain. It's like, get back there. Right? Crazy. I like it. Now, let's try what we were doing yesterday real quick. I just want to see. So we're at 20 BPM faster than we were doing yesterday. So paradiddles at 32nd notes would be. That's pretty fast. I don't know if we could do that. Kind of hard to watch your hands in this. Yeah, I know, right? It's more of like listening. The head is so tight. So the middle is actually pretty dead. That's the deadest spot on a tight snare. When you move away just a little bit, you start to get overtones. So if you hear that, wow, that means you're drifting as far as like where you're hitting on the head. So that's what I'm trying not to do. Drift. So I don't want to hear those overtones. All right, we're gonna try paradiddles. Quarter notes. Paradiddles with the hands. Let's just see what happens. We were doing this yesterday. I don't remember what I was doing with my feet. But let's just recap. 20 BPM faster, though. Maybe we should go to 70, but we'll see how 80 goes. So I'm going to do eighths, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, and then 32nd notes. Paradiddles moving around the kit. So as a beat, maybe on the snare. You'll see. That's fast. Oh man, 30-second notes are gonna suck. It sucks. Oh man, my paradiddles fast suck. They're the worst. All right, let's do like maybe 2 measures of each. Rave, sorry but not sorry. I love it. Josh, that was like a cool drop though. We need a hashtag cool drop. Now I'm going to do eighth notes, right? Cool drop. Well, I'm well and truly done for the day. I'm going to be having some nightmares. Yes! All right, Sonar, if you try this tomorrow, let me know. But, so doing quarter notes with the hi-hat, then add eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3. It's so weird. And then what we're gonna do next is play them like, right? But with eighth notes going. Oh, we're getting there. I just want to see if I retained anything from yesterday. I left drags a bit. Work on that. Duplicated things. That's good though. That's good. Yeah, Rave. Yeah, it's. I mean, this is so hard. This is all weird stuff. This isn't like, oh, just do it. It's some whack. It's wiggity whack. I love it though. There's no real reason to learn this, I guess, right? But there is, it's cool. So much balance and stuff has come out of this, so it feels really good. Sloppy Joes. Woo! Woo! So many options. Yes, so many. Alex, hi. I'm going to take a coffee break. Hopefully not destroy something. All right, now then we're going to do feet and hands. I can't talk. Foot and hands. Foot and hand. Right foot, left hand paradiddles. Different subdivisions. Starting with quarter notes on the feet, then doing eighth notes on the feet, hi-hat wise, feet. We can't talk. Cheers. Oh, is everyone excited for the Mandalorian season finale tomorrow? I'm very excited. My boys are very excited. Wednesdays, that's kind of like my new day off. I decided at night when the boys are home. And we have junk food, watch Mandalorian, and be bums. So I don't know what we're gonna do the following weekend. It's not on. I don't know. I think Ahsoka starts soon. But I was just you haven't watched the season actually. It's really good, Sonar. It's really good. Like really good. The first season's good. The second one's okay. This one is it's good. It's really good. A lot of Mandalorian stuff if you're a nerd. A lot of loring things going on. But yeah, we're all very excited tomorrow. Wow, 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 wow. Right? I think that's it. Boom, boom. All right. Starting with quarter notes here. And we're going to do eighth note. So Star Wars when I saw Luke. That was awesome. Last season, that was pretty cool. Not going to lie. Tomorrow I might not go on the internet because I'm sure there's going to be like, oh, spoilers, you know? So if you are going to watch it, just because it comes out tonight at like midnight. And everyone, if you wake up and check the internet, you'll be spoiled. So I probably won't go online like all day tomorrow. So I'll just check reverb.com. I'll just check my Reverb app. And maybe Instagram. No one really spoils stuff on Instagram. At least my Instagram, it's all drummers. So it's like, hey, check out this lick. Twitter's going to be a spoiler craziness zone. So I would avoid Twitter for the day or until you watch it. So, okay. Boom, boom. Channel my inner Sith Lord. Because to do this kind of stuff, this is definitely dark side territory, you know? You know? It's kind of crazy. so hard. Yeah, dude. Right, it's all good. It's all good. A pair of little Whew, man. Am I? I'm just not hearing it right now, I guess. That tempo's not happening. I think we barely did it yesterday at 60, so yeah, that one's not gonna happen. Let me try 16th notes. STP 30. Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna be able to do 16th note triplets either. Let me just try. Had the courage to let herself record and submitted her first. What? Let's go, Alex. Let's go. That's awesome. GG's. Tell her awesome. That's seriously. That's awesome. It's so cool. It's hard to like. I remember like letting people, like watch you practice, or like people are like, "Hey, show us, play for us," and you're like, "Oh, totally get it." So that's a big deal. It's awesome. Very, 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 very cool. I'm sure she killed it too, right? Let me go back to the triplets really quick. Man, that's so hard. is it so hard for me right now? Ah, paradiddle, 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 da 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 da. That's extremely hard. I'm gonna slow it down. God, that's hard. Triplets. All right, it's remembering the paradiddle in the triplet form between the snare and the kick, but then also like making it 2 against 3. Right, with 8th notes. Here's 60. Drunk, what's up? I feel drunk a little bit right now. I'm kind of like one paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Yeah, these are not the droids. What's the dude, the head of the Gungans? What's his name? Like that guy. He's like, that's my dude. The king of the Gungan dudes. Is it Gungans? What Jar Jar is, right? He's all like, like that guy. He's pretty cool. Damo, we're still paradiddling. I hate it. I love it and I hate it. Oh man, whoa, Josh. Yeah, get some rest. What time is it? How long have we been live? Is it like 7-ish? Good to see you, dude. Always.
He's trying to do the triplets.
That guy. He's pretty cool. I like him. He's got my energy.
Misa Tink. Oh.
Josh. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to hear a mix. Oh man, that would be awesome. Please, please, please. We're gonna go to 70. Big 70. Same thing, triple. This one's hard, the triplets. With the eighth notes on the ride, because it's paradiddle, 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 bomb. Dot, 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 dot. I did it a few times. I did it a few times. Let's try 80. This is where we choked last time. I can do it now. It's harder though. do 16th. I'll go back to 60 though. too fast. That parallel is not gonna happen. It's at that tempo at 80. I can't do the 16th note triplet paradiddle between the hands and feet. Whoops, wrong button. It's not happening. I mean, I can get little bursts, but I'd have my leg tenses up. So, Chi 101 proof. Hi, I like me some high proof stuff. Trying to think. Everclear is what, 120 proof maybe? I've had some things that were homemade, I'm sure was pretty high proof. Isn't like Bullet pretty high too? I've had Everclear. What's the stuff that tastes like licorice? That stuff. It's gross. Oh, what's that called? It was illegal in California in the early 2000s. Everclear was too. I remember when we were touring, I did a show in Flagstaff, and a great show at the great, oh man, what was it, Saltina or something? Absinthe, yes, big hairy dude, hi. I mean, this was me in my 20s being an idiot. I did a show in, it wasn't Flagstaff, it was the gateway to, maybe it was Flagstaff. It's all a blur. It was like the gateway to the Grand Canyon, whatever town that is, off the 40. And we played a show there. This really cool place, really cool town, really fun gig. And I was having some of them beers throughout the gig, like sound check, the show. Like it wasn't a lot, but by the end of the show, everyone was hanging out. We were kind of partying after the gig, and the owner of the place was like, "Hey, I got some Everclear. You want a shot of Everclear?" I'm like, "Oh, I've never had that. Yeah, we can't get that in California." At the time, it was illegal, or just I don't know why it was banned because of high proof. And I took like one shot of it, and I was like, "Yeah, cool." And then someone else was like, "Yeah, I want to do a shot," and I'm like, "I'll do another one." And the guy's like, "I don't know, man. You should probably slow down." I'm like, I'm all right. I'm good. I did like 3 or 4 shots of Everclear after already like playing a gig, sweating, man, I was just like, it was pretty fun. It was a good time. But I'm trying to think of like other high proof stuff. I think Wild Turkey maybe might be higher. I don't know. I'm just thinking absinthe is just gross. It's just like anything black licorice. I can't do it. Everclear is 190. Whoa, is it? That's crazy. I believe it. Was it a higher proof in the early 2000s? It might have been more than that. It was pretty intense. I don't recommend it. It tastes like jet fuel. And because I didn't know what it was. I was just like, yeah, I could do a shot. Like, it's just a shot. 200 proof, I think it's pure alcohol. It's have you tried it? It's a lot. It's a lot. It definitely burns quite a bit when it's going down. Everclear and Hawaiian Punch. Yeah. Had that too. 20s were a wild time. Wild Turkey's 101, Bacardi 151, yeah. Agent High, it's basically like moonshine. See, that's what I was gonna say. I think I've had stuff stronger than Everclear, but it was like, yeah, it's basically moonshine. And I've had some tequila. I can't drink tequila anymore. Like I've had some from Mexico, like homemade stuff that was like basically jet fuel. Corn whiskey, yeah. My friend, his grandfather, he was like in his 80s, 90s when I was in high school. He used to run whiskey and moonshine during the Prohibition. And he was still making moonshine up in his bathtub when we were kids, like just for family members and people around the town. I don't know. He was really good at it. They would pay him to like jar it up. And I would go over to my friend's house. Muscle knows a thing or two about alcohol, but we would go over there, and Mr. Curly was his name. He would always tell us, like, don't go up in the bathroom, don't open it up. We were like, that's just telling us, like, all right, we got to go open that door. And then he caught us in there once, and he's like, whoa. He's like, you don't drink the foam. Don't ever drink the foam or eat the foam or whatever. It'll make you go blind. And we were like, oh my God, what is happening in here? It was wild stuff. But that, as I got older, I tried some of it. It was pretty intense. He still has some of his grandpa's moonshine, like in jars, saving it, evaporating off of real moonshine, like gasoline. Yeah, it's intense. It's pretty bad. It's all bubbling, and like it looks like I don't know. It looks like something just like soup or concoction or something. Gotta stay away from the heads and the tails. Yeah. Muscle, how's your day going? I hope you're well. My brain kind of hurts. We've been working on some cool paradiddle throughout different subdivisions, independency things, and it's been good. But it's hurting a little bit, right? Ani, what's up? How are you? Saber. Hi. Have any recommendations on double bass pedals, mid-range and price? Saber, hi. I have another friend on here on Twitch, and I play Destiny with. His name's Saber. He's good people. So you're all good in my book. Sucked more. Oh, dude, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Is it getting better, Muscle? Hopefully. But Saber, I would say mid-level double bass drum. The best bang for your buck, in all honesty, is going to be an Iron Cobra pedal. I think they're like $200, $250. But I mean, that's like top of the line, not top of the line, but I mean, you get an Iron Cobra, it's going to be amazing. If you're going a step down from that, like around the 100, 150 price range, check out DW. I don't know. Did they make a DW 5000 double pedal? DW makes pretty darn good hardware. So I would look at like a mid DW line. It's either their 3000 or their 5000 line. But if you can swing it, I always recommend Tama Iron Cobras for people. They're fantastic. For the price, they'll last you forever. They're just amazing. The 910 double bass pedals are good and only $200-$300. The 910s, yeah. What is an Iron Cobra now? Is it like 200 or is it like 250? I love my PDP double. Yeah, direct drive. Yeah. Yeah, their PDP is DW. Yeah. Tama hardware is incredible. Yeah, it is. I would say when you say like mid-range, because I haven't bought a double pedal in so long, and prices have gone up so much the past couple of years. You know, what used to be like this is now like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But I would say Tama or DW. You know, PDP, it's basically DW. They're great companies. And they make fantastic stuff. So I'm pretty sure Tama has a single chain. Basically, when you're looking at double pedals, Saber is you'll see two chains, right? So that'll be a double chain on each one of those things. So like two chains together, or a single chain. The single chains are going to be a little cheaper. The double chains are going to be a little more stable, a little more pricey. But like, you know, you could probably find a single chain, I think a DW 5000 double pedal for not too much. Or 3000 or 5000 series. And the Tama Iron Cobra, I don't know, does Tama have a line underneath that? They have to. Tama has to. That's like, you know, used for like 200 all over the web. Doubles or singles? agent. Yeah, check out Saber. Go to reverb.com. Like REVERB, reverb.com, and there's all kinds of stuff on there. Iron Cobra's right about 230 for a double Iron Cobra. Yeah, that's not. I mean, that thing is solid. It'll last forever. You're in Australia, reverb.com. They've got stuff in Australia. I mean, they're pretty worldwide. It's neat. Reverb is kind of like you can find brand new stuff or used stuff. So when you go there, type in, double pedal and then put your area to Australia, and you should find hopefully some cool deals and stuff. But yeah, check out. I'm trying to think. Okay, Australia, Yamaha and Tama will probably be cheaper from an import stance for you. Maybe Pearl. So all the main companies have great stuff, but Yamaha, Pearl, and Tama are going to probably be a little cheaper import wise for you if you're in Australia. Sweetwater is giving Reverb a run. Yeah, they do their... Well, so what Reverb is shops can go on there, like actual stores, and can put everything on there if they want. Sweetwater has a thing where it's just individuals can go on there and sell stuff. So Reverb is still going to be your best bet if you're trying to find something. But you can find sometimes some deals on Sweetwater. But you won't be doing Sweetwater from Australia. That's a long ways. Man, I was just watching a video, Saber, of a drum shop in Australia. And I'll have to... I can't think of it, but I was watching some stuff on Gretsch Broadcasters, some videos, and it popped up. And this company... It's a recent video. This company... drum shop in Australia somewhere just got like a Gretsch Broadcasters, like one of their first ones since the pandemic, and they were like, because there's a big wait list to get one, and there's a video on it. It's really cool, but it's a neat shop somewhere in Australia. I'm not sure, but Anna, hello, how are you doing? But yeah, double pedals are you just starting, Saber? Because you don't need to get a double chain, really beefy one just yet. If you're just starting with some double pedal stuff, you're not going to notice a big difference if you go like belt drive direct or double chain, or if someone's like, you got to get a long board, or it doesn't matter. For your first pedal, just to get your feet and your balance. If you can play double bass stuff on a single chain double pedal, you're gonna be fine on anything. It's kind of like people saying you need a drum set with like 40 toms to get good. It's like, what? But you like quality? Yeah, if you can swing it, yeah, go with an Iron Cobra. That's my recommendation. If you're gonna get a double pedal, Iron Cobra, double chain. Just a normal board, unless you do like metal stuff. If you're trying to go for like speed and you might want like a longer board, Iron Cobra. But I mean, I got my first Iron Cobra in 2002, and I still use it to this day. And I've toured with it. Like I've played seriously thousands of shows with it, studio sessions, played it just constantly, and I've never had an issue with it. I bought a second Iron Cobra in 2005 or 6 because I had a tour rig and then we had a rehearsal rig, so I have 2 of them, and they're both for something that you stomp on all the time. I think I broke one plate once, like the foot plate, but they're so easy to repair, and it's not a really big deal. So I would 100% recommend Tama stuff. Just, I can vouch for it. They last. Adjusting and readjusting. Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, good luck. Check out reverb.com. At least maybe check out some local drum shops by you, Saber. So then, in all honesty, you could probably go and get like a cheaper deal, you know, because you won't have to pay for shipping and all that stuff. That stuff adds up. The Welch tuning systems, Agent. Those are pretty cool. Those are pretty neat. There's one down in I've tried one at the Philadelphia Drum Shop. Brandon has one down there set up. It's like black. It's cool. They're neat, but I couldn't see myself like rocking the kit. You know, it's almost like it's a neat thing. It is easy to tune, but you are very limited to what you initially set tensions at. There's no like they're gonna go evenly from there. So if you have them maybe one higher than the other, it'll work. But if like sometimes you want like that bottom head to be a little looser or vice versa, the top looser. You can't do that with those. Like, I mean, maybe you can. I think you can adjust maybe a little bit, but they're neat. But they remind me of something like Sky Mall, you know? You know, like they just look like they look weird. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. You know, you're like, yeah, that's so practical and it makes so much sense. You're like, but then, you know, you're walking around with like the things in Sky Mall. It's like, what? The Airplane magazine. Yeah, Steve Punk. What's up, Mike? It's neat though. A lot like as far as companies trying to do like that single tuning system, like one tuning point. They've come the closest so far, you know, other than like Ludwig with a timpani back in the day. It's pretty cool. It works. That's the thing. It's not like does it work? Does it not work? It totally works. One of the issues though is changing drum heads, because you gotta take it's like this rope or a cable or something. You gotta like take this cable out and it's like this big thing just to change a head. And I don't know. I see benefits to it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, are you the average drummer? Are you totally changing your tom tones like every other song or whatever? Maybe you do, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting. Time saving, yeah. Again, though, it's like that initial tuning that you set it to, because it works like it loosens and tightens both at the same time. So if they're both even, you're gonna get like this same movement. But let's say one's a little bit higher than the other, so then it's gonna keep that pitch bend throughout the range, which could be really cool. So I know some people that swear by it right now. They're like, "Oh, it's amazing, it's great," but I really don't know if they know what they're listening to. That's mean to say, you know, but I don't know. I wasn't sold on it. I think it's fun and it's cool, but I don't know. There's a lot of weight on the shell too with all that, you know, because the gears. There's a lot of the way it's pulling. It's not. It's still kind of inconsistent, if you ask me. Like the tensioning, it's pretty even, but it's not 100%. So, you know, that's just my take on it. But they're the closest to what I've seen. It reminds me of looking at them, the old rope tension stuff, you know, like the old marching drums. That's pretty much the same principle. But you can really crank it down. It's the keys on it. It's just so big. It does look very steampunkish, you're right, with the gears. We'll see. But yeah, if anyone's by Philly and you want to try one, Brandon has one down there. I don't know if he's selling it or not, but he's got like a black, I think it's a 12, 16, 22 down there. But I think I'm good. My brain's off. Bernard, hi. Can you play 6 O'Clock by Dream Theater? Yes, totally. I don't know what you're talking about, but I could play that. Yeah. It's pretty cocky, Dan. Mike's like, really? I will say yes. I could play that. Maybe not like instantly, but I could play it. Can you do the intro for us, please? No. Right now? No. I don't really do song requests. Sorry, Bernard. Give me the charts. One thing I was going to tell Mike, I wanted to tell you something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I saw a pearl. What pearl were you looking for, Mike? You were looking for like the free floater, right? But what size were you looking for? One popped up on Reverb the other day, and I thought of you because I think it was in the UK. There was one in the UK. There was one in France popped up, I think, and I think they got a couple down at Nelson's recently. I don't know, different sizes, but I thought of you. Muscle, that's what you need to put on today, some Dream Theater. Yeah, I'm going to go say goodnight to the kids. It was a good day, good practice. No stream tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Should be here all 4 days. Everyone's... I don't know. Maybe you'll like it today. Maybe it'll hit the spot. You start getting here. Well, I'm probably ending earlier. I'm going off of ending a little early. I'm going off of my brain. You know, today I helped my dad. Like this time of year, my dad. I was telling everyone earlier. He's planted over 100,000 trees on his property since I was born. Like he just, he totally has like a nursery and like transplant trees all around. But we were digging up some of the trees, some oaks, cedar, white pine, hemlock, all kinds of, some maples, some red and white oak. But we were taking them out of the nursery because they're big enough to like put in the woods and just all around. So we're gonna do that this probably the end of the week because it's supposed to get warm, and he wants to do it before it rains again, so they get some good water in. But yeah, there's like 400 trees, maybe 500 that we pulled out today, and of course he's in the skid steer, and I'm not. He goes in with the forks and kind of like loosens the dirt up. He's like, just pull them out, and we put them in the. I'll send you a picture. It's pretty funny. So he's in the skid steer, and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm a little sore today, but we got a solid practice in, 100%. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry, no Dream Theater, but. I'm sure there's a video of someone playing it somewhere. Still have the father's relationship when you were a teenager. Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Yep. As it should be, right? This is the way. But I'll see you guys Thursday. Again, I'm going to take tomorrow off. We're gonna watch Mandalorian season finale. Have some probably pizza and ice cream and be bums tomorrow night. Me and the kids. They're very excited. Yeah. Oh, you should see Muscle. You should totally see my yard right now. It's like it's growing like crazy, but there's like blotches where it's just like I don't know what it's like weed grass or whatever it is. It's totally not. It's totally naughty. So I don't know. Well, I gotta mow it. It looks pretty weird. Not gonna lie, it's pretty funky, and all the like dandelion like weed flowers are coming up. My wife loves it. She's like, it's so beautiful. I'm like, they're weeds. It's not beautiful. Yep, allergies are gonna be awful. So you gotta get. I'll probably mow tomorrow, but I hope today gets better, dude. I'll see you guys on Thursday. So behave yourself.